Hello, friends. Welcome. I hope that you are well. I'm so excited to see that you're here and you're watching. If you are new, welcome, and I hope that I am able to help you in some way. If you have comments, questions, please make sure to write the comments in the section, and I will do my best to address them all. What I love about my subscribers is they help each other out. So if they have tips and comments, they tend to write them in the comment section. So if you are in need of any information, we are all here for you. My goal with this channel was to provide people that are in similar situations, I can talk, to myself and my family to help them with their planning so that you're a bit more prepared. Today's topic is really been inspired by one of you. Someone wrote to me and asked me if I had tips to traveling to Universal Studios with a chair. And it hasn't been that long since we've gone to Universal. And I remember our experience very well, both the good, the bad, and the oh so ugly. So I will give you some tips, things that we learned as a family from that trip, and things that I think you're going to want to know. Now, if you are traveling to Universal or Disney, I have videos on individual rides that will give you more specifics about the rides. Remember, everybody's situation, everyone's needs are a little different. So I may not cover exactly what your concerns are. That's fine. You can comment and I'll do the best I can, or maybe I just skipped over it in the video. I don't write scripts. I'm just talking to you like how I would talk to a friend. So sometimes I do leave out details that for me, I didn't think they were important, but for you, they are very important. So please just ask, and I will help you in any way I can. That being said, tips for Universal. I'll get to it. Tip number one. I don't know how many I'm going to give you, but my first tip is come with a standard chair or rent a standard chair if you do not like to transfer a lot. What I mean is, most of the queues, almost all of the queues, require you to transfer from an electric chair to a standard push chair. And you need to. The queues are not made very well for friends in chairs. I'm just going to go out and say that. I'm not going to bash Universal. We had a great experience, but their queues require you to transfer. So if you are coming with an electric chair, just be mindful that if you're planning on riding rides, if that's something that you want to do, that you're going to have to transfer every time you ride a ride into a push chair. There are a few exceptions. I think there's 3 exceptions as far as rides that I can think of off the top of my head in that whole park. So everything else you have to transfer to go through the queue. If you hear a little friend in the background, we are on summer break, and my house is happy and active, shall we say. So that being said, my first suggestion to you is be ready for having to be in a push chair, especially if you're not used to it. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to give up your independence if you like your electric chair and you want to be able to use that around the park. It just means every time you get to a ride, you'll have to transfer into one of their chairs that's at the ride. So just be mindful of that. All right. So that is for my friends that both need to rent and are bringing, that you have to have a standard chair. All right. Another thing. So Universal is very different from Disney. If you are a Disney person, be ready for the differences because they are quite different, and I don't like to compare the two because they are so different. But that being said, my second tip to you would be come in with open expectations. Understand that this is less of a resort and more of a thrill ride kind of park, if that makes sense. I feel like Disney rides cater to all ages, and in general, we have some more thrilling options, but that is not their focus. where Universal's rides, oh, my arm is getting tired. I can tell I have not done this in a while. Universal's rides are more thrilling. So there will be more challenges. So it's best to do research, be prepared for those challenges so that your expectations aren't set at a level and then you may run into bumps along the way. All right, so second tip is do research, and I'll combine that with be honest with yourself and kind of know your limitations, right? Everybody's are a little different, so just be mindful. My third tip is if you are like us, we love Harry Potter. We are a Harry Potter family. We all know our Harry Potter houses, and we've watched all the movies. We have several versions of the books because you have to have the ones with the pictures and the ones without the pictures. We love Harry Potter. Harry Potter, both areas, Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade, get very, very crowded. They're hard to navigate in a chair, even when they're not crowded, but they're insane during the midpoint of the day, especially Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade is a massive choke point. So my advice to you is if you can stay on site, you can get in early and then you go directly there. Go directly to Hogsmeade. Do not stop. Just go directly there. All right. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go to Hogsmeade. And the reason I say that is you're going to want to be able to enjoy the space and enjoy the time. And it becomes so full of people that you are shoulder to shoulder. It's hard to get a chair through there. You end up running over people's feet. It's frustrating. It is beautifully themed. Do not let this deter you. I would say that. It's worth the frustration. But get there early and or stay late. And what I mean by that is, if you're not a morning person, I'm not a morning person. But my child, when we're on vacation and we're going to a place with Harry Potter, is a morning person. But if you are not, go that last hour, the park's open and everything clears out too. So maybe do Hogsmeade right away in the morning and then do Diagon Alley at night. I will say another tip, if at all possible, do not go by yourself. You are going to need a posse because some of those shops are not very doable in the chair. And so you're going to want people there to go in to get stuff for you or to check it out and see so that you don't get stuck. I can't believe I'm saying this in this day and age, but I'm saying it. My advice is to go back and look at my Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley videos because I address some of the issues with those areas. And I'd be more than happy to get more specific about those two areas because we spent a lot of time in there. But those are my basic tips in general. I could talk about other things, but Universal, I would say push chair, do your research, and number 3, Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley either early or at night. Do not do middle of the day. It gets super crowded. They're both choke points, and they're not very wheelchair friendly, and they become even less wheelchair friendly when more people are in there. All right, that being said, friends, I'm going to cut this one short. We can talk later. Please, please, please comment below. I will answer your questions. I can become more specific about this. I just appreciate and hope that I can help you in some way, and enjoy your vacation. You deserve it. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.